Alright, this video is going to be covering installing a manual boost controller to a single wastegate. And it kind of goes the same for twins, but I'm going to get into a twin one on another day with a manual and electronic boost controller. But to show you guys a brief overview, this is the on3 vacuum block. You really don't need this for a lot of the single kits. The twin kits, I highly recommend it. Now, my vacuum block kit is different because you'll see these smaller hose fittings here, which is perfect for our smaller hose. Really, you don't need the zip ties on there because the shit you'll see here in a minute. But see how this smaller hose is great? on3 has two sizes. They got the 3/8 hose, they got the 1/4 inch hose, which is great. But what do you do about the fuel pressure regulator? We've got the hose for it. We've got these extra fittings. Usually my vacuum kits come with 3 of these small brass fittings. This one's open right now because I'm not sure if I'm going to use it yet. This hose runs down to the bottom port of the gate, and then I'm going to have an electronic boost control solenoid coming off this one to the top port. Now, we're going to go over to another car, and I'm going to show you how to do a vacuum hookup. Now, I'm going to get into a couple of other pieces here. This is the on3 manual boost controller. As you'll see here, we have our smaller hose and we have an adapter fitting. Let me set the phone down here real quick, because literally we can go from the 1/4 inch hose to the smaller hose because the manual boost controller has smaller hose on it. So you'll see here, this stuff does not come off real easy, so I gotta squeeze it back on there. But manual boost controller. Now we're going to cover this hose here is going to represent intake manifold vacuum. A lot of guys are going to throw a fissy fit. Oh, you can't run vacuum to a wastegate. Guess what, dumbass? If you're running it through a manual controller, it doesn't matter. Because you know what? There's a check ball in here. And the vacuum on this end of the controller sucks the ball shut. So guess what? There's no vacuum going to it. So shut up. So, I'm going to show you this stuff. I'm trying to hold my phone and shove this on here. And once you get it on there all the way, I'm not going to put it on there all the way because it's a pain in the ass to get it back off. This is our silicone hose. It comes with the kit. We got the smaller hose. These little adapter fittings, 2 of these will come with it if you select electronic or a manual boost controller. If you do not select a boost controller, sometimes I throw them in there, sometimes I don't. These are sparing. But we give you the vacuum tees, the brass fittings that I showed you before, and tons of vacuum hose. You may have leftover. You may not put the block where I put the block. I'm just referencing off this one for now because that's the UPR billet. Yes, we sell all that shit too. And yes, you'll notice this is a Fox body. And why has it got one gate on one side and then, oh look, there's another turbo over there. I've covered this kit before, guys. I'm still working bugs out of the twin kit. It's fucking ridiculous. But that S550 car come first. Anyway, vacuum source going to the bottom of the controller. This is the simple way of doing it, guys. You got another hose that comes on to this end of the controller, okay? You adjust the manual controller here. Ooh, turn it up, 1 more PSI. Ooh, boom, well, bottom end's gone. Anyway, then, coming off the controller, we go to the hose. We go to the bottom port of the wastegate. Bottom port of the wastegate. That's it. That's a simple way of doing it. Now, I cover this for many reasons. Because there's a simple way and there's the hard way. Now, that was the simple way. The other way is to run your, gotta pull these hoses off, and it's not always easy to do. Now, the hard way would be to run manifold vacuum down to the bottom port. We'd take another T. We'd T the manual boost controller into the main hose coming into the bottom. And then we would take the manual controller and run this hose to the top port at that point. And we cover this. Guys, I stress, go to the tech forum. I have buying and install guides for all the kits. Don't mind my janky little computer setup here, but you go to our main website, gearheadbuilt.com, click on the forum button. the forum appears. You will have to go to, here, I'll go to the board index just so you will show you what it'll look like. This is what it looks like. Go down to, you'll even see text section, on3 instruction and help. Look at that shit. Oh, and look at this shit. This guy's got motherfucking install guides for every fucking on3 kit there is. Look at that shit. I even tell you how to assemble a PTFE hose. And a lot of you guys got the PTFE hose all fucked up too. You think that black hose is a PTFE. No, that's not PTFE. I had somebody, not to throw you under the bus, but look at here. Vacuum routing and wastegate info. And yes, I cover installs. Look, I cover, this is the hard way. Vacuum block to the bottom port, boost controller to the top port. Look, simple setup. Just bottom port, vent to top. Look, another abbreviation. Oh, look, a whole picture with the turbo. Single solenoid boost controller. You can do it that way. I've done it off the bottom. It just works just fine. I get into how to plumb the manual controller. The simple way and the hard way. You can do it either way. Doesn't matter. I cover how these gates have 2 ports in them. This is the standard one. And I think I even get into, yeah, I even get into showing you how to route some of them on most of the cars, because we got a simple kit that's just a couple vacuum tees that you can plumb right into the car, because I've got some that go from 3/8 to 1/4. But this is why I've taken the time to build all these kits. You get these fittings. These fittings are perfect for the e-boost too, because all your manual controllers have these small 3/16 hose ends on it. And I'm going to try to give you an idea here. Try to hold this phone and pull this apart. You can see how that didn't come off so easy. It's still a good idea to throw a zip tie on it, but you'll get it in the end that this stuff doesn't come off that easy. And you'll see why I didn't put this hose on here all the way, because it's a nightmare to get it the fuck off. But that one, not so much. And I want to think this is a different, this might be some of the leftover on3 hose, because this has got a different texture than my hose. My hose is a little bit stiffer. But this is the appropriate means. Now I include the smaller brass fitting. One, I'm going to go back over here to this S550 car, and I'm going to cover this a little bit better too, because some of you guys don't pay attention. But this one here is going to go inside the car to reference for the e-boost. This one is going to be for the top port of the gates after it goes to the solenoid. So you're going to have one blank spot. Now I could have ran this to where I teed off to the blow-off valves. The blow-off valves don't matter. The biggest thing with the blow-off valves is going to be the spring in them. And I've covered that in plenty of other videos. We have tons of videos going on our YouTube channel. There's plenty of them up. You guys inbox me all day long. That's why I did the forum, guys. Literally. I'm going to walk over here and I'm not trying to clown the guy that was arguing with me about PTFE hose, what PTFE hose is, but legitimately this isn't even on3 PTFE hose. This is standard Aeroquip PTFE hose. Look, Aeroquip PTFE hose. Teflon liner with a steel braided liner on it. Standard Nyla braid hose, which is a lot lighter than braided stainless. This is braided stainless hose. It's heavy shit. Pretty sure, yeah, see that one doesn't have a hose in it. Braided stainless hose. Standard Nyla braid hose. This is the standard hose for the on3 kit. Some of this may have the blue braiding on it, some of it may not. This is PTFE hose, guys. For the guy that was arguing with me earlier, oh, this ain't PTFE. Yeah, it is. This is the PTFE. The braided hosing actually helps protect the plastic line. Now, you can see this is an Aeroquip box, and there's 2 different sizes of Aeroquip, you know, PTFE hose in it. This is what PTFE hose is. Why you thought this was PTFE hose, I don't know. So, just to cover that a little bit there. But yet another angry video by Gearhead Rob. Now, you guys read the forum. If there's a question about on3 tech, I probably covered it on there already. There's 2 pages of tech threads on there. tons of install guides, all that crap on there. You can't really shake a stick at most of that stuff. Gearheadbuilt.com. I'm Gearhead Rob. Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, but please try not to, because I've got 4,000 friends already. I really don't need more. And some of you guys just kill me. But thanks for watching. Make sure you check out our YouTube videos. Make sure you give us a like on Facebook, Gearhead Auto and Customs. Thanks for watching, and I'll be posting more videos as soon as I can.